everybody. Just give me a second. Let's see if that's better. Oh, the top of my head's chopped off a little bit. That's okay. A little tiny bit more. All right. There we go.
Oh no!
Just moved the cord. Sorry about that. All right. Stop moving, phone. Okay. Let's find this video on YouTube now. Ooh, it is hot as tamales in here right now. Whew. Not that I know how hot a tamale is because I've never eaten one before. So, just going to get this video going on my tablet. There we go. There's not much of a picture for this. Whoa, the chair just dropped. That was weird. All right. So, I hope everyone had a good weekend. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Leslie. Oh, my goodness. Woo! She's a hot one. So, I just did another skin layer on this kit, which is the Pebbles kit, which belongs to Miss Leslie. That's on our video. And I just added a little more mottling, and now I'm going to do skin tones. She's still a little bit warm, but she's not hot enough that I can't handle her now. Thank goodness. All right. So Patricia says hi to Leslie, and Lori says I'm here. Hey sis. And Jennifer Castillo, hi. And Patricia says hi to Lori, and Leslie says hi to Patricia. Whew, she's hot. Oh my gosh. I can't have the fan blowing this way because I don't want air blowing onto the table when I'm painting. So, whew, just cooking my tushy off. Not even sure what the temperature is. So, I have this skin layer container here, or bowl I should say, that I put tinfoil on. So I'm going to have to mix this up. Probably have to start over again, most likely. So Lori says hi to Patricia. Lori also says I'm cooking, so I'm here, but mostly listening. Okay, that sounds good. And Jennifer Castillo says, how are you? I'm good. I'm feeling a lot better. I still, I got a cough along with when I got the migraines. And the cough really hasn't gone away completely, but I'm feeling fine other than an annoying cough. So other than that, I've been feeling really good, really good. So yeah, which is good. I'm glad to be feeling better, but I mean, this week has been kind of up and down. I've had a few headaches here and there because we're having storms. And Leslie, be prepared. I guess it's going to be bad tonight or today or at some point today. It's supposed to get bad. We're in a red zone and purple's the worst. So, and purple's one below the red. So we are in the red zone for this storm. So I don't know. I'm not. It's crazy. What night was it? Was it Sunday night? Yeah. I think it was Sunday night, at like 10 or 10:30. This storm hit, and the trees out in front of my house were waving, and I had this window open, and John and I had gone to bed, but I left the window open, and I could see outside, and it started getting really crazy windy, and I mean crazy windy, to where I thought that the tree here was going to come through the window. It was so scary. So I just woke John up because I thought we were going to have to run down to the basement. Chucky, can you go lay down, please? Go. Excuse me? Go and lay down right now. Go. Get. So, yeah, I thought we were going to have to run downstairs. And I had my $4,000 silicone in my hands to take her downstairs because she was worth way too much money to lose her if the window happened to blow out. It's crazy. Jennifer says, got my Saskia doll today. Oh, congratulations, Jennifer. That's awesome. Leslie, oh dear, what a storm on Sunday. Yes, the Sunday storm was crazy. There was a lot of branches on people's lawns. We have a few down on our lawn, but they weren't not as bad as some neighbors. Some lost bigger branches than we did, that's for sure. Patricia says, congratulations to Jennifer. And Jennifer said, thank you. And Leslie said, nice, Jennifer. Yeah, that's awesome to get your new baby in. So I had mentioned it. I was late getting my my Matching Monday video up, or like posted, because, or uploaded, whatever you want to call it. But the reason that took me longer to get it uploaded, I didn't actually get it uploaded till today, but the reason why was because the storm, we had a rainstorm yesterday, and for some reason, my internet was acting all up yesterday. It was crazy. Yes, Leslie said she'd never seen lightning like that. I have a little short video where I was holding the phone over here at this window right here looking outside, and at one point the whole sky, or like the whole outside, turned blue for a minute. Like the lightning, it snapped and everything went blue. And at first, like I said to John, I said, like the whole sky, like everywhere outside, not just the sky, because the trees are in my way of seeing the sky, but outside was blue. And when the lightning went off, and he's like, oh, that was just the reflection of the television on the window. I'm like, no, man, no, that was the sky. It was blue. I'm telling you, it was crazy. So yeah, it was nuts. Lori, Luke went outside just a little bit ago, and he said the hair on the top of his head stood up and he ran inside. Yeah, and I sent Lori a video of the thunderstorm that I recorded, and she even said it was pretty scary. It was. I was honestly ready to run downstairs and sit in the basement and wait for the storm to go. But yeah, it was crazy, 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 crazy. So yeah, I've done on this kit, I have done a bunch of mottling layers. I have done the creases, which is the most time consuming of all the layers on reborning. I've done some layers of, as I do my mottling and stuff, I add some of the mottling colors into the mouth and stuff like that. So as you can see, she has a little bit of, already coloring happening in there. This is the Pebbles kit. She is a Down syndrome kit. Yeah. That's what kit this is, Patricia. She is the Pebbles kit. Yeah. Thank you, Leslie, for sharing the video. I appreciate that. So now we're going to just put this thin layer, or this layer of skin color on. And I will repeat this. I will let this dry. And then I will do it, let me just smaller, there it is. I will do it again, over again, a second layer of this after I let it air. I let one layer air dry, and then I'll do a second layer of skin tone, just to give it a little more color between. Like I don't like to bake the kit too much, so I will try and add 2 layers of skin tone at a time, and that way it's getting covered, but you're not baking after every single layer, in a sense. So just painting a little bit in the spots where my sponge doesn't quite get. So, but yeah, so we've had some wicked storms this last, I'd say, week or so, maybe. It's been pretty crazy. And for me, with when the weather gets kind of bad or irritable or whatever you want to call it, and it gets really stormy out, I end up with migraine problems every time. So I try not to let it slow me down, but sometimes, let me tell you, it is hard not to let migraines slow you the heck down. So yeah. So I've also done the veins on this kit as well. I've already done the veining. Basically, it's some skin tone layers, building the skin up to the color and skin tone that I want it to be, and then it'll be blushing will be the next major step on this kit. Will be blushing after a few layers of skin tone. The last kits that I worked on, what's it called? Baylor, which I'll show you after I'm done here doing this. The Baylor kit, I had to do the I've been working on rooting. So I paint until I don't have enough sunlight. I have my lamp, but I don't like to just paint by my lamp light. I like to paint more by my light of my, like the daylight outside. So I try and paint during the day, and then at night, in the evenings, I'll sit and, well, I don't actually watch television because I'm reborning, but I'll sort of watch TV, listen to the TV, whichever you want to call it, and then I'll root while I'm watching the television program. So, but yeah. There we go. One layer so far. I got peeling skin on my fingers. It's driving me nuts. There we go. So I got behind here on comments. Let's see. Leslie said I just shared the video. Okay. Jennifer Costello, buying others, Bonnie Brown A collection soon. Oh, you're buying Twin A? I have Twin A and Twin B. Lori, that's in our watching our live, she made my Twin A, and I made the Twin B for myself. Leslie said she's going to be cute. So cute. She is going to be really cute. She's going to be adorable, actually. Like, I think she's going to turning out, she's turning out way better than I even, I was nervous. I don't know. I was nervous. Trisha King, I have a Twin A. Yeah, Twin A is an awesome kit. I like the Twin A. And the Twin B. They're adorable. They're a preemie, but a nice size preemie, like not a teeny tiny preemie. So you can wear actual newborn clothes. They're just a little bit big. So you get more of an option for clothes. You can buy preemie stuff, or you can buy newborn. And you just got to know that the newborn stuff will be a little bit baggy on Twin A or Twin B. So the spot's harder to get into with the sponge. up the sides of the fingers and stuff. First kit, I'll never forget the first kit that I worked on. After I did the skin layer, I was like, wait a minute. Because I had done the whole top, but I forgot to go between the fingers. So the sides of the fingers were lighter than the tops and the bottoms of the fingers. And I was like, oh, wow, that looks dumb. So I had to fix it. Yeah. It is so freaking hot. Holy Hannah. Can't get over how hot it is. I thought the storm was going to hit earlier, a little bit earlier, because when I went to put the dogs outside and I sat out there with them for a few minutes and I felt like breezy, like I thought, oh, okay, the storm's going to start soon. But now the sun's out again, so I don't know when this new storm's going to hit, but it's going to hit. I have been reborning. Patricia asked how long I've been reborning. Oh, sorry, my legs are sticking to my chair. I've been reborning now in this month. Is starting my 4th year. So I just came to the end of my 3rd year of reborning. I took my painting class in September of 2018. So yeah, so 2018 to 19, 19 to 20, 20 to 21. So I'm just finishing my 3rd year. I'm starting my 3rd year. So yeah, so that's how long I've been reborning, is for 3 years. And I've been collecting reborns for 4 years. But I was watching reborn videos way before I bought my first doll, because I had to save up to get my first doll, just like everybody else. I had to save, just to get my first baby. And let me tell you, it was a lot of saving. It was, but it's not something that happens overnight, that's for sure. When we want something that's expensive, we have to save up for it. Well, I had to save for a while, and I finally saved up enough money. And, well, I didn't quite have enough money, but John and I were bored one day, and he knew that I really wanted to go to St. Mary's, and he had never been to St. Mary's either, but he knew I wanted to go to see McPherson's. So he one day just spontaneously said to me, he's like, hey, you want to go to McPherson's and check the place out? I'm like, yeah. So we got in the car and we went to St. Mary's for the day. Then we went to Stratford after. The Stratford is literally 10 minutes down the road. So we went to Stratford right after. And I picked up Tatiana, which she was my first reborn. Yeah. And now my friend Leslie in the States has Tatiana. So, yeah. So, it's been a lot of fun, actually. Yeah, it's been a whole lot of fun. I took my painting class at McPherson's. I mean, to start reborning, you don't need to take a class at McPherson's. Not that I'm saying not to, because I have to say, I gotta put this blanket in my chair because my backs of my legs are just... My backs of my legs are sweating from the chair. There we go. like you can start reborning just by watching. There's tons and tons and tons of videos out there that you could start reborning just by watching them. And there's so many wonderful artists that have shared their, you know, their their tutorials. But I just wanted to take a class. I wanted to do it that way because I thought it'd be good to do that. And then I used, I took my painting class, so I used tips from it and bits from it. And then I watched my friend Annette, Miracle Babies Nursery, from Australia. And I started following, she was doing a video series, which is, I want to do the same type of video series that she did back then. Coming up, I want to do it soon. As soon as I can give away the giveaway baby, I want to start the next giveaway, which is going to be a series of videos of me reborning the doll right from beginning right to end. So each day, like I'll still do, you know, Matching Monday and videos like that. I'll still do them, but I will throw some days, I'll throw an extra video on, or up, I should say. Like I'll upload, instead of uploading just one video in a day, I might upload a second video. And on that day, I'll upload a second video, and it'll be the next step in the reborning process. And then it'll be in the video. I want to be able to do something of the sort of where I leave a word clue in the video, and I tell you that this is the clue word, like today's word, like Pee Wee Herman, and everybody go ow when you hear it. No, I'm kidding. But you know, it'll be like today's word is monkey or something, right? And then when the video series is over, all the words I will have given as clues through the video series, all those words will form a sentence. And when you have the sentence, and you know, like, you've got all the clues, every clue from every single video, from the first one right to the very last video, then you email me the sentence and what your YouTube name is when you email me. And I don't want anybody putting the sentence in the, you know, in the comments or anything, because I don't want people to cheat. I want people to really watch what I want is, I want the people that truly watch my videos to be one of the ones that wins, if that makes any type of sense. Jennifer says, yeah, I'm going to get them in my collection soon, but not now because I don't have any money left. Tell me about it. I just bought a doll too that I'm going to be getting when I go on my trip. And so I got no money left either. Well, I mean, I've got my trip money saved, and I've got money to buy, that I bought this doll with. And the only reason I bought the doll was because I sold Anthony. If I hadn't sold Anthony, I wouldn't have bought that. I wouldn't have bought the doll that I just bought. So, yeah, because the sale of Anthony gave me the extra money to be able to buy this doll that I want to buy. So, and I'm not going to say who it is because we're doing box openings on our trip. I'm going to be opening my new baby, and Leslie is going to be opening Pebbles, and another friend of ours is going to be opening a baby as well, and hopefully my other friend will be able to have a box opening as well, as long as her baby arrives on time. She is going to not open it and bring the box with her, so we can all do box openings together on our trip. So it's gonna be fun. We're going to have such a good time. I wish I could Bonnie Brown Twin AM Twin B soon to my collection. Yeah, I love the Bonnie Brown kits. They're beautiful kits. She's a beautiful sculptor. Beautiful sculptor. Got a little more paint on here. Patricia King says, my daughter and son-in-law bought her for me. I was borrowing my granddaughters too much. Oh, that's so sweet. Aw. But that's so sweet that they thought, you know, that you'd really like it. So that's really awesome. Stratford, Leslie says Stratford is pretty. Yes, Stratford is absolutely beautiful. I love going there, and John and I will walk around the, I don't want to call it so much a pond. I guess it is a pond, but it's like, we call it the Swan Park because it's got all the swans there. There's so many swans. Beautiful swans. And in Stratford, this park, they have a pair of black swans that come every year to lay eggs and have their babies. There's one pair of black swans. Every year they come to Stratford to have their babies. And the Stratford, the city puts up, once they see where the mama bird has laid her eggs, hey, stay off. Don't touch your sibling. Once they see where the eggs are, the nest is made and the eggs are laid, they usually put up snow fence around it, and the swan can get in. They leave a spot open where she can go in, but they put fencing around like a whole little area to give her privacy, and then the sign saying that they do not enter the fenced in area because she needs her privacy and her quiet time with her babies and not to be disturbed. So it's absolutely beautiful park. Patricia King says definitely is Leslie. And Jennifer says, I'm making a bracelet for my little brother. For my little brother, my big brother too. Oh, right on. Bracelets are fun to make. I used to make bracelets when I was younger. I haven't made a bracelet in a long time. My daughter Caitlin, though, she likes to make bracelets. Yep. She really loves to make bracelets. Patricia King, that will be a lot of fun. Yes, it's going to be a blast. And we're going to have so much fun. Lori, this is so exciting about the painting series and the clues. Yeah, it's going to be an amazing giveaway, I think. Actually, I'm going to take that kit with me to McPherson's, because I told them that the kit that I ended up getting, I accidentally ordered it with quarter arms. So the arms are only this long, and it has quarter legs, which means it's more of a cuddle baby body with shorter limbs. Now, I could do that, reborn it and do the giveaway with that baby. But Brenda told me if I wanted to bump it back up to 3/4 limbs, because the kit is a 3/4 limb kit as well. There's two versions of the limbs, and I didn't realize that when I was doing it online, buying it online. So Brenda told me that if I wanted to bring the kit back, we can trade the quarter limbs for 3/4 limbs. So I was thinking I might do that. What do you guys think? Do you think I should get the 3/4 limb, trade it for the 3/4 limbs, or stay with the more cuddle baby type body? And because I was thinking it would be kind of cool, right? I just did a cuddle baby, then I do a quarter cuddle baby, like cuddle baby body with quarter limbs, and then the next time I'll do a full baby as a giveaway kind of thing and do it that way. But I'd have to save up a few months worth of what I make off my YouTube channel to be able to buy a kit to be able to do a giveaway with a more expensive kit, because this kit that I am doing for the giveaway is one of the cheaper kits. It's a much cheaper kit, so I thought I'd do it. Alright, so Leslie Halo, box opening party. Yeah, that's what we're gonna have when we're on our holidays, a box opening party. Yep, we'll probably the whole we'll get there Wednesday, and we'll probably open babies until it's time to go for dinner. Literally, we'll be doing box openings till we leave for dinner. Jennifer Costello says, so cool. You should like me see that. So cool. I want to see it. And Patricia King says, I think 3/4. Leslie Halo says trade. Yeah, I was thinking maybe trading it for the 3/4. I mean, I did see 2 people in the past that have done the more cuddle baby with the quarter limbs. Stephanie Ortiz did a baby like that, and so did Dolly Day's Nursery, which is Tanya Engle Street. She did one as well. Now, she did him for, like, I don't know if it was for herself or if she was selling him, but he was on her channel and she had made him. And he's really cute. And I love the way that, the legs can move and stuff, because you can actually bend the knee or straighten the knee, right? Because it's a cuddle body. So it's kind of neat. Like, it's more of a cuddly body, and the knee isn't permanently bent or permanently straight, which is kind of neat. But at the same time, it's hard to say which would be better. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I started rooting the Baylor, which is the limbs back here. I started to root it, because I don't know if it's going to be a boy or girl. It's got beautiful green eyes. And then I started with thin blonde hair. Isn't it beautiful blonde hair? So I'm working my way on there. So I don't know if it's going to be a little girl or if it's going to be a little boy, but I'm slowly working on his hair. As soon as Pebbles is done, this baby will get put off to the side and Pebbles will get rooted. And then this one will come back later if I don't have it done before Pebbles is done painting. Because Pebbles is getting there to her painting being completed. Slowly but surely. So, yeah, we're going to do another layer now that we're all air dried, and then we have to bake. But I'll bake after I get off live. I won't bake until after I've done the live video first. Because I'd have to leave you to go to the oven, because the oven is in the other room. So Lori says, I would do 3/4 limbs. Leslie says to trade too. Patricia King says, gorgeous. Thank you, Patricia. Jennifer Costello says, yes, you should, but it's up to you. And Leslie Halo says, very cute. Thank you. It's coming along. I'm really pleased with the progress of that baby. Yeah, it's coming along slowly but surely. I would have had that baby done already. It was a custom, but its mommy had to cancel because she had unexpected bills come up, and she had lost some money to being scammed by a scammer, unfortunately. And so she needed to not purchase the doll from me because she needed the money for other stuff instead. So I had to give her back her deposit, and I sent her back her deposit, and now I have to finish that baby and get it up for sale instead. Instead of it having a mama already, it's going to be up for sale. So in case anyone had noticed, like before, that I had said that it was a custom, it was a custom, but now it is not a custom anymore. So that's why you'll see it up for sale, and it won't be long before it's up for sale. So yeah. But sometimes our finances change and we can't finish out a custom order, so I just put it on the back burner and I worked on other babies instead. I got Anthony finished, and I was going to root Anthony, but lady who's buying him wants him to stay bald because he looks really good bald. That's why I hadn't, because I was going to keep Anthony, I hadn't decided to root him right away. I thought I'd root Baylor first and get Baylor up for sale and put Anthony's hair on, later on after a month or so. But I don't have a month now because he's not going to stay. He's leaving. Sweet boy's leaving. Oh well. His mama will love him and he'll have a good home, so, and be happy where he lives. So to me, that's the most important. That's the most important part. So, spin your head. But yeah, so okay, I think I've got everywhere on the head now. Second application of this color. There we go. Oh, you are so cute. So cute. Woo! I'm starting to get a little warm inside of that head with my fingers all crammed in the hole. Let's see what's being said. Okay, Lori says they're cute, but you're limited on clothes. Very true, very true. You can't wear any shorts on a baby that has a quarter limbs. Can't wear t-shirts. So you can only wear long sleeve and long pants. So in the summertime, your baby will always look way too hot. Like you're a mean mother for dressing your kiddo so hot. Leslie said to remember to give Tammy a thumbs up. Yep, give me a thumbs up, guys. Patricia says always do. Right on. My wee reborn cradle. Hi, Tammy and everyone. Hi. Oh, goodness. Got a tickle in. My throat's just dry. Patricia says hi to my wee reborn cradle. And we're just going to call you wee. Leslie's going to have corn on the cob tonight. I don't know what I'm having. John ate in Toronto. He had to go to Toronto to look after his uncle today. So he ate in Toronto and told me he wasn't going to be hungry. So I just have to make something for myself. Unless I get him to take me and I go through a drive-through somewhere. Jennifer Casella says, thinking forget another silicone. Silicones are very, very expensive. I'll probably won't be getting one anytime soon. That's for sure. Not right away soon anyways. But eventually, maybe, would be nice. But I'm happy with my little girl that I have. I do have the partial silicone up for sale. Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni, chilling with my homie. Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna. Sorry, guys. Ugh, my daughter. Jessie, stop. I've told you before. I'm on live every Tuesday. She forgets. She's like, oh, always says, oh, I forgot it was Tuesday. Sorry, but I am on my live. I can't answer the phone and talk to you. I know my ringtone is annoying. My grandchildren love it. The minute my phone starts to ring, sometimes I'll skip answering a phone call and I'll call you back just because my grandkids are like boogieing into the chicken wing song. Yeah, my grandkids love it too, Patricia, all the time. They're constantly like, chicken wing, chicken wing. Elena knows the whole song off by heart now. Ezzy just knows chicken wing, but he likes to dance to it. Even Benjamin was like doing this when they were visiting whenever he'd hear my phone ring. We were playing chicken wing on the Alexa outside. Believe it or not, we plugged one in outside so the grandkids could have music while they were playing in the pool and in the sandbox. And yeah, they were dancing to this. I had to play my ringtone on for the grandkids to dance to. So crazy. It's cute what they like at certain ages. Like my grandson right now, if they phone me and Peppa Pig's on, he won't talk to me. He'll say hi grandma at first, and then he just ignores me and zones into Peppa Pig. But Elena used to be that way too. Now she's not as much into Peppa Pig anymore. She still likes Peppa. She was Peppa for Halloween last year. But she also likes, now she's really into these Elsa and Anya videos. It's a little girl, a young girl that does videos with. She has an Elsa doll, Barbie doll, an Anna Barbie doll. She has a little tiny Elsa Barbie doll, the Kelly-sized one, the little one, and then she has a little tiny Anna doll. And so Elsa is Elsia's, the little one's mom, and Anna is little Anya's mom. And they have adventures and they do things, and it's really cute, but it's annoying at the same time because Elena watches it all the time. She drives me nuts with this Elsia. I want to watch Elsia and Anya, Grandma. Okay, fine. Can't we just watch cartoons? Let's see. My reborn cradle says, that sounds yummy, Leslie. Yes, corn on the cob. I haven't had corn on the cob yet this year. Bad. It's been a bad summer for me. Bad summer. Patricia King, I will be right there, Leslie. Yeah. And we says, we're having barbecue chicken with roasted potatoes, but with canned corn. I buy frozen corn instead of canned corn. And I buy it at a place called Gibraltar Frozen Foods. And the bag I bought the first few times was sweet corn. This last time I got 2 bags of peaches and cream corn. So I just throw some butter into a pot and I cook the frozen corn in butter. And then I salt it on my plate, and it tastes just like corn on the cob pretty much. It's amazing. Really, really amazing. Just keep this hand real quick and then I'll read some more comments. This baby's got some amazing creases. Amazing. Lots of detail. Lots and lots of detail. Okay, come on now. Trying not to get too much of the skin color on the fingernails, if you're wondering what I'm doing here. Just trying to get very little of it on the fingernails because I already have a nice little base going on the nails, and I don't want to cover that with one of my flesh tone layers. I've already done 2 other different colored flesh tones. This is like one of my final kind of flesh tone colors. Now, after I finish baking these 2 layers on, I will probably do the blushing on the kit, and do that, the blushing detail and everything. And then I'll do another skin tone over top of the blushing to give the, you know, the skin tone, or the skin tone and the blushing a little bit of depth. So. There we go. Alright, let's read what we got here. Jennifer Costello says, I can't wait for fall to come, fall, and at least change colors. I can't wait for it. Me too, actually. I want to go to Hamilton, and there's a hike John and I did in Hamilton where there's a waterfall, and I'm hoping that to go there and get to take some really nice fall color pictures, because you look down into a gorge from the upper part, and I bet it's gorgeous in the fall. It's got to be gorgeous, so I can't wait to go and take some pictures and walk the whole walk. It was a long walk John and I did, but it was so much fun, and we really actually enjoyed ourselves a lot. So. Okay, Reborn Cradle says, fall is fun. Swing where I live, Northern Canada, Manitoba. Yeah, in full swing. Okay, so it's just, our leaves are just starting to turn here in Ontario, but I think it's going to be an early winter this year. I really do. Lori says, hi Brenda. Did I miss Brenda coming in? Anyway, if I did, hi Brenda. Or somebody's name is Brenda that I didn't know whose name was Brenda. Okay, so my Reborn Cradle says, hi Lori. Oh, so we Reborn Cradle, your name must be Brenda. My Reborn Cradle says, Elsia and Anya, not sure how to spell it, are fun videos on YouTube. I had preschoolers that loved that show and channel. You know, and that little girl that does it, her dad does the voices for Kristoff and whoever the husband of Elsa is. He does the voices of the men characters for his little girl when they have speaking parts, but a lot of times the boys aren't in the videos very often. And I tell you, that dad helps his little girl. I think he actually films for her, like holds the camera for her, and I think her sister does it with her, because there's usually two different voices, or it sounds like two different voices. Either that or she just does a really good job with two different voices. But he's an awesome dad for doing that for his daughter, you know, like it's a cute channel. But I hear some of the episodes I've heard over so many times that, because Elena will rewatch them and rewatch them and rewatch them. Lori says, I fixed chicken steak and all the fixins. I'm tired now. What is chicken steak? I heard that on King of the Hill. They had chicken fried steak. What is that? Jennifer Costello says, I have silicone doll Ashton half. This one that I'm selling is, I'm pretty sure it's an Ashton Drake from 2005. It's a stiffer silicone. He's in the other room, or I'd show him. He came to me bald, and I rooted him. So I'm charging a little more for him because I rooted his hair. But he's only $400, shipping included in Canada. And I covered $25 worth of the shipping to the U.S. Shipping to U.S. is about $50, so it'd be like $425 or something like that for me to ship to the States. But yeah, he's a cute little silicone. He like I said, he came to me bald, and I rooted him some hair because he deserved it. He deserved hair. We Reborn Cradle says, I buy sweet canned corn and warm it in milk. Makes that corn taste like corn on the cob too. Your frozen corn sounds yummy as well. Anything to do to make it taste authentic. Exactly. I love it. I love cooking it in margarine or butter whichever I happen to have. If I don't have butter, I use margarine, but I try to keep a stick of butter in my freezer. Well, like a block of butter, which I buy the one with the 4 sticks inside the block, so you can pull a stick out and then cut it in half and throw half of it in. Yeah. We Reborn Cradle says, I have an Ashton Drake partial silicone too, the Tasha, but I named her Riley Winter. Well, that's cool. I don't know what sculpt this boy is, or if it was a girl. It had, I think, a wig. It had glue residue on top of his head. I got all the glue residue off. I literally picked it off over time. Like, I just sat there and just gently picked it off of his head. I didn't want to use anything on it to take it off, so I just gently picked it off. And then I rerooted the head. And I don't know whether it had, long hair, it was a girl or a boy, but now it has curly blonde hair. It looks really cute. So, but I don't know the sculpt. He was from 2000. It was from 2005, and I have not been able. It's a Riva Schick, because the name's on the back of the neck, but or not. Sorry, why did I say Riva Schick? Not Riva Schick. Linda Murray. Sorry, Linda Murray. And I have not been able. I've punched in. I've looked. I've searched. Cassie and I were both looking together. We couldn't figure it out. So. Okay, so then we Reborn Cradles. Brenda says, sounds good though, Lori. Yum. Lori says, Brenda, come on over. I made plenty. And Brenda says, Ontario's fall is way prettier than Manitoba's fall. We just get the trees orange and yellow, rarely dark purple ones. Ontario is all that plus beautiful reds. So pretty. I like when you're up high. Maybe I'll make a video when we do this hike, whether I won't take a baby because it's way too, the terrain is way too much, but I'll definitely video it just for the sake of sharing it. But from on top of the gorge, you're going to see oranges and reds, and I mean, I used to love going to Algonquin Park here in Ontario, because you get up on this high cliff and you can see treetops all galore in front of you, and some spots looks like, the way the sun's hitting them, they look like they're on fire, even though they're not on fire. Just the color, it's just so vivid and beautiful. It's amazing. And then yeah, so we Reborn Cradles is Brenda. I don't know if I'll remember that next week, because my memory's like about that big lately for remembering stuff like that. Lori says, LOL. Brenda says, the one I rewatch the most is the bully one in school. I show that one to my kindergartners too. They all love it. Aw, that's a good idea. I actually have a video. It's by, well, it's a DVD. It's called Friends. And it's all, you know how kids will be like, I'm not your friend anymore. You know, because they get mad at each other, right? Oh, you're going to do that? Well, I'm not your friend anymore. Well, that it's, I don't know if you've heard of the TV show. It was on when my kids were younger. It's called Whimsy's House, and they're puppets. If I'm not mistaken, they're puppets made by Jim Henson. And so I got these at the dollar store, the DVDs. And it's called Friends. And it's Whimsy's characters fighting over the fact that Whimsy got invited to a birthday party and nobody else got invited. And they were mad that she was going to go to the party when they weren't invited. So they weren't going to be her friend anymore if she went to the birthday party without them being invited. And then it turned out that they were all invited too. They just hadn't gotten their invitations before they came to Whimsy's house. And Whimsy's house is a daycare. Like Whimsy's grandmother runs a daycare. She looks after Whimsy and her little brother Bo. And then she looked, oh my God, I know so much about this show. Isn't that crazy? My granddaughter likes it too. And she watches the videos now that I bought for my niece, who is in grade 9. Yeah, she's in grade 9 this year. Grade 10 this year. I know, she's like 13, 14. And I originally bought the DVDs for Catherine when she was 5. Anyway, my granddaughter watches them now. And so Whimsy's friends, you know, when they got home from daycare, each got home from daycare, they found out they were too invited to the party. And then Whimsy had called and canceled on going to the party and made up a story about why she couldn't go to the party because her friends would have been upset. I think actually that video I think was about lies, but there was also one called Friends where it was I won't be your friend anymore. And they were saying that all throughout the entire video. So yeah, it was quite a video. I can't believe I'm talking about kids' TV programs that I know so much about. That's crazy. Okay, sorry guys, I'm really behind in. Well, I guess I'm not too far behind in comments. Anya and Elsia. Yeah, is that how it's spelled? I don't know. So Brenda says, yeah, I would love to see that video, Tammy, the fall one with the waterfall. Yeah, I think I will. I'll videotape even a couple short videos. I'll take one do a video while we're up top looking down into the gorge, because we usually walk all the way down into the gorge, then we come back up and out and back around to the parking lot. It's one heck of a hike, but it's so beautiful and so nice that it's worth it. Now we went in the spring, so now I want to go in the fall. I want to see if a couple of my friends that live in Hamilton want to join us for the walk, like for a hike, and it should be fun. So if I take one video from up top, film a short video from up top, and then make a second video from down below where you're looking up and seeing all the trees around you all colored, it'll be amazing, I think. Christine Butcher says, hi Tammy. Hi Christine, welcome. And Brenda says, oh, Whimsy's house sounds familiar. Yes. Yeah, she's a puppet. And she had 2 ponytails that stick out the side of her head. And her grandma was the daycare provider. She ran the daycare center that all the other kids came to. And my kids watched the show, and so when Catherine was 5, I was in the dollar store, and I saw those videos, and I thought, well, geez, my kids loved Whimsy's house, so maybe I'll get these Whimsy's house videos and keep them at the house for when Catherine's visiting, my little niece. And so when Catherine would visit, she'd watch the Whimsy's house. And we also kept them in the car. Elena watches them in the car now, because we don't even have a DVD player anymore. So I have all the Whimsy house videos that I bought in the car for Elena to watch when we're going somewhere. Because they're only like half-hour videos, so, which is nice when we're doing local drives. So when we do long drives, she watches Frozen. She likes to watch Frozen in the car, so that's one of our long drive ride or videos. Another video she likes to watch in the long drives is Alvin and the Chipmunks and the Smurfs. I have a Smurfs video too that she likes to watch. So, yep. There we go. That's 2 layers of skin tone on this baby now. And we will bake this. And there we go. We will bake that, and then I will do another layer once it's cool and it's baked. So for now, I'm just going to put away the paint into it. I need to get another thing of jars for this color and my blushing color. But these 2 colors I don't make as thin as I do my other ones that I keep in jars. My other ones that I keep in jars, they are much thinner. I make them much. I am painting the Pebbles. She's a Down syndrome sculpt. This is her here. Yeah, so And she's super cute. Super cute, super cute. There we go. She had a spot in her nose that looked a little bit dark in one spot. There. Fixed. Fixed it. Bye, Patricia. Have a good evening. Everyone, Lori says, everyone, I'm going to go eat before Luke eats it all. Okay, tell Lukey I love him. Bye, sis. Enjoy your dinner. I have to figure out what I'm going to eat. I have no idea yet. And so Brenda says, take care to Lori. And Patricia says, night, everyone. So, yeah. Well, actually, on videos for the car sure can pass time. They help a lot. Elena doesn't get as itching to want to get out. She used to be way worse in the car. Oh, I'll tell you a funny story before I end this video. So I'm gonna have to go soon so I can get something to eat soon. Elena was not quite 2 yet, and we took her up north to visit her aunts and uncles and her cousin. Well, her cousins weren't born yet. We took her up for her cousin Ezra's baby shower and to meet all the family, because we didn't meet Elena until she was a bit older. So we're driving in the car, and it is a 3.5-hour drive, give or take, from here to Muskoka. And we got to Barrie, and it's only an hour more drive from Barrie to Bracebridge, about an hour-ish. She started to lose her mind in Barrie, and I mean lose her mind. She starts screaming and getting really pissed off. So I said to John, he's like, do you want to try and find a park or something to stop? I'm like, no, let's just get there and get her out of the car, and then she doesn't have to get back in. My worry was if we stopped at a park, it'd be impossible to get her back in the car before we could get on the road again. You know, she'd freak out and still scream. So we might as well just let her scream, keep on trucking, get there, get her out. So we're driving down the road, and she's screaming, and I mean, she is screaming at the top of her lungs. So John cranks up the stereo to drown her out, and he starts trying to sing louder than she can scream, and she's getting mad at this point. And John's like, see, you just have to ignore her. And all of a sudden, a shoe flies by my face, and I pick up the shoe as it hits the floor on my side of the car, and I said, how do you ignore this, as I'm holding a shoe in my hand? Good night, Christine Butcher. So I said, like, how do you ignore, now she's throwing stuff. Like, you can't ignore this fit. I have to pay attention. If I don't, I'll end up wearing a shoe in the side of the head. Yeah, she's quite the kid. And so now she's fine, much better in the car, but oh my gosh, then it was like she was like demon spawn in the back seat of the car. When she got mad, she went from like 0 to 10 in 3.3 seconds. Bam! And she lost it, literally lost it. Oh, it was horrible. No movie that I gave her to watch would work. Nothing made that kid happy. And she literally screamed from Barrie to Gravenhurst. We were just outside of Gravenhurst, almost hitting Bracebridge, and she was still screaming. And I finally turned the radio down, because we did turn it up just so that we didn't have to listen to her scream. And we were just turning onto a road. We were like maybe 10 minutes from Caitlin's house, for Auntie Kate's, and I turned the radio down, and I said, do you want to go see Auntie Katie? She's like, yes. I said, well, you need to stop screaming right now, or Aunt Katie's not going to want to see you. She's like, okay, Grandma. And that was it. She was done. She stopped. I said to John, wow, I wish I had thought of that back in Barrie, but I don't know how long I would have kept her quiet. Yeah, it was crazy. So anyway, That was my funny story with Elena in the car. Well, I'm going to say goodbye to everyone since mostly everybody seems to be needing to go to eat, which I don't blame them because I'm kind of getting the growlies myself. So, yeah. You have a good night, everybody. Goodbye, my Brenda, Leslie, Christine, and I think Patricia already left, and I think Lori already left. So, have a great night. We'll see you guys next Tuesday, but don't miss tomorrow's video. It will be posted at some point tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.